welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So this is our second attempt of filming this video. Hopefully, because the first time we had an argument just before.
Yeah, because you was annoying.
No, and then you were annoying and I shut down production. That's honestly the real,
And
okay?
you was annoying as well.
No.
By whose perception are you using?
I'm talking about my own.
Okay, so my perception, you was being annoying.
Okay.
And you decided to be a little rat and shut down production.
No, I didn't.
Shut it down again.
Let me tell you guys, that day, I had to shut things down because he was in a mood. And when you're in a mood, what am I supposed to do? I'm not going to go on camera and pretend. I'm not going to be fake.
No, I knew you wanted me to say something, so I didn't.
Okay, exactly.
I let you shut it down.
Petty. But anyway, guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me anything, ask me and Ben anything. As I'm sure you've already seen, you guys have been showing a mad amount of love. Myself and Ben have moved into our own place. Well, he's moved in. I haven't yet.
It's my house.
Okay, whatever. When we finally get married, I will be moving into... Because it's not true. Fine, it's his house. I don't have anything to do with this place. I don't belong here. I'm not here. It's his place. But yeah.
It's our place before she starts crying or whatever.
No, it's his place, as he has said, and he's already moved in. I will be moving in at some point when we finally get ourselves married and all of that good stuff. But for now, Ben is doing his thing. And yeah, I asked you guys to ask us questions on Instagram. So I'm gonna dive straight into it because you guys say that I talk too much in the intro to videos. So I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Yeah, they literally like Nissy, or people would timestamp and be like, okay, from 2 minutes.
You talk a lot. Anyway,
some good questions. By the way, there were a lot of questions. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so that you guys can. What? Oh, great. Should we start there?
Yeah, go on.
I think we should start there. There were so many questions that you guys asked. I'm going to show you guys how many we got. So I highly doubt that we're going to be able to go through everything, but we'll maybe do this as like a part 1, then a part 2. So the first question was, what's one thing that Ben does that annoys you and vice versa? I will say that one thing that Ben does that annoys me, can I only say one? No, I'm joking. One thing that Ben does that annoys me, what can I say? Go on, what would you say?
It's your time. You just take long. I just like things just done. Bap, in and out.
I know now.
And Nissy just...
One thing that I would then say on my part that Ben does that annoys me is that if things are not the way that Ben wants it to be, the whole world has to fall apart and has to shut down.
I'm the boss.
So literally, Ben is the type of person that if, for example, he wants things done one way, it has to be done exact same way, down to the very algebraic way, intanglement of the little increment of the centimeter of the millimeter.
In my defense,
and if it's not done like that, he gets very, very angry.
In my defense,
and then everyone else has a problem because it's not done the way that he wants it to be. That annoys me.
In my defense, I am a very logical person. So when I want something done, there's usually logic behind it. Nissy loves to faff. She takes a long time to get the decision that is necessary to carry out X and Y. I know my decision from the start. I want it done there and then. Bow, bow, bow. Thank you very much.
Okay, the one question, to be fair though, that I've seen come up quite a lot, it keeps being repeated, is this one. Did you guys buy the flat or are you renting out? People keep asking the question over and over again. Babe, would you like to tell the people then?
Yeah, currently we're both of us. We're renting our flat. But yeah, so at the moment I guess we're looking at different locations. We are also in the middle of there's a wedding, the traditional, there's a lot of expenses that we have at the moment. So instead of trying to do everything, all at the same time, we're gonna take time. There's no rush. Whilst the preference would have been to purchase get a mortgage straight away. There's no rush. Mortgages are not going to end anytime soon. Someone who's renting, great. Someone who has a mortgage, great. So yeah, that's the answer to that question.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have this like big obsession with buying. Like people have this really big obsession with like you like buy, which is amazing because of course we want to get onto the property ladder. But I also don't think that it has to be the be all end all, especially so early on in your journey.
There's no rush.
There's no
if you
rush.
Get it sorted, it's great, but there's no rush.
There's honestly no rush. Okay, so the next question: when's the white wedding?
Boy.
Next year now. Corona. So we were supposed to do everything this year. We were going to do everything in 2020. We'd planned it. We'd set a date and everything, and then Corona happened. So because we want to do the wedding the way that we want to do it with all our family and friends and stuff, we were just gonna wait until next year basically. So that is that. How long have you guys been together? Good question.
4 years in October.
Yeah, literally we're coming up to 4 years, which is
October the what?
The 9th. Duh. Did you even remember?
No, I was asking you because I forgot.
But yeah, October the 9th is gonna be 4 whole years. That's a long time. Other people are like, long time. They're probably laughing like, I've been married 25 years. What you talking about? But yeah, it feels like a long time.
The difference between us and them is that we're actually happy.
You're so rude. We hope, please don't take any offense to that. We hope that you are in a very happy marriage.
I'm joking. People need to liven up. I'm joking.
Wow. Someone said, how much would you guys recommend to save for a flat?
I'd answer it by saying, how much would you recommend to save for a car? Depends on the house.
Yeah,
depends on how many rooms. Depends on the location.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say that.
There's so many factors involved when it comes to buying a house. So what I would say
renting.
is just start saving money. Just be in the habit of always saving, because when the property came by and obviously we looked at it, because we had money saved, we were able to take it out straight away. We were able to make a decision straight away. So just be in a habit of saving as much as you can.
And I think maybe I might do a video for you guys showing, because I've been really into using a lot of apps to help me save. And now we're in 2020, there's so many things out there that can help you. So you don't even have to struggle and be like, oh, where do I start? Like, some things are automatic now. Like there's different apps and stuff. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a video on that, on like hacks and apps and all that different thing. I think that would be a really good, or like finances in general.
Let's do that.
I think that would be really, really good. All right, cool. Next one. So should you both be financially stable before marriage or not? Which is a really, really good question, actually. Should you both
tough
be
one.
It's hard,
One thing that I will say, really and truly, I think me and Nissy should have been married by now. However, my thing was always like, I want to be in a better position financially. You're never going to be financially perfect for any situation. And I'm not trying to say go with the flow, but what I'm trying to say is have a habit of always saving and always being smart with money, so that if an opportunity presents itself, you're ready because you have money there. That's what I'll say. Because you don't want to go into something like marriage and not have finances. As a man, I want to be able to provide. I want to be able to do this, do that, etc., etc., etc. And obviously, if you're going the traditional route that we are, for example, when it comes to the bride price, when it comes to this and that, you don't want to say,
I don't have anything.
Do you know what I mean? So,
but one thing that I will say as well is that I know also a lot of people who have gotten married and they didn't have a lot of money, and they were very like, well, listen, we didn't even have money, but we made it work. For some people, that's their story. I don't know whether or not I would recommend it, but there are some people who it works for them. And so I just think what works for you works for you. Make it happen, I just think have faith and make it happen.
Have the conversation.
If you're
going into a situation like marriage, there's going to be expectations on both sides.
Of course.
Finances should be one of those conversations. What do you expect from the other person? Blah, 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 blah. But
really, really good question. This one that we get quite a lot, actually. How many kids would you like? We'll answer anyway.
5 plus.
5. But yeah.
Plus.
5. 5.
Plus.
5. Okay. Right. Another question. What drives and inspires both of you in life? Which I think is a really good question. And then there was someone else actually that asked kind of the same. How do you find motivation to keep pushing and striving? And congratulations on the house. Thank you so much.
What drives and inspires me every day is that I know that I've been given such a great opportunity by God to be, in this country, to have the education I've been able to get, to have the life I have right now. Therefore, it'd be an utter disgrace not to use that and do something that leaves behind a legacy and impacts life. Because through traveling, through growing up, I've seen many people who have not had the same opportunities as I have. I have to work hard for them. I have to work hard for my family. I know what they've had to do. For example, my mum to get me here, my dad, God bless his soul, to get me here. I need to work. My mum is still working. I want to retire her. I want to retire people in the family. I've got to work. And obviously, when I'm saying family, Nissy and her family are included as well. I need to be able to look after everyone around me. Simple as.
And I think that even ties into someone else asked as well. I'm assuming they just did their exams, but they said, how do you find motivation to resit exams when disappointment is hitting hard? So all of that ties in, like, the whole motivation and keep, basically, how do you keep going? And I think mine is pretty much exactly the same. Knowing my why, knowing the people that I'm doing this for, knowing that this is bigger than me. This is about, like he said, this is also about his family and, my family, and making sure that they're good. And exactly the same thing. I know the sacrifices that my mum and my dad made in order for us to be here, to have the education that we have, to have the opportunities that we have had, that we've been fortunate enough to have. And for me, I'm just like, that is my focus. I have to be, like, there's no am I or am I not. I have to be successful because I know that there's people who are relying on me. So I think that's it for me, really. Someone else said, how to outweigh, I think they meant balance, because the question was how to outweigh your focus on God, your goals, and your partner. But I think they meant as in, how do you weigh it up? Like, how do you, I don't know how to explain
Communication, conversation. With
or like, how do you balance, I guess?
With myself and Nissy, we know the order of that, We've had a conversation that no matter what happens, God comes first, because, God could cut off whatever he wanted to right now. The reason that we have each other is because of him. So God first, and then what was the rest? God,
I think it was, so God, your goals, and your partner.
Yeah, God, and then obviously goals and partner, they come, they come in hand to hand, 100%. Because Nissy fits into my goals, and she's my partner, etc, etc, etc. So God first always.
I literally was gonna say that, but he said it. He said it all. He said it all, definitely.
There's a question here that I liked, actually. That one there.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, so how do you sort your differences out if you don't agree with each other? And as you probably saw by at the front of this, oh Jesus, as you probably saw at the beginning of this video, we do tend to we, just like every other human being, every other couple, have our disagreements and have our arguments. So babe, what would you say? How do we sort our differences when we don't agree? What? Go on then. Why are you making a face, fam?
When it comes to relationships, this is why I laugh, because a lot of people want the
relationship goals,
want the title, not the responsibility.
Yeah.
With relationships, people, you have to understand, there are two heads, two ways, two minds, two ways of thinking. Yeah. And you need to be able to function as one. Now, whether you like it or not, however similar you are, however, your stars align, blah, 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 whoever believes in all that kind of stuff, you're going to have times where you don't agree. So now that that's already a given, and you know that that's a fact, you need to know how to sort yourself out. The way me and Nissy sort ourselves out is by just talking. Now, sometimes when Nissy's talking, I don't want to hear what she's saying. I've got to listen to it anyway. Sometimes when I'm speaking, Nissy doesn't want to hear it, but she has to listen to me anyway. Sometimes you just have to learn how to agree to disagree. So agree to disagree. However, the most important thing is making sure that you say your piece, because once you've said your piece, you can then move on from that.
Yes.
So if you have a problem, state your problem.
Right.
Because if you don't state your problem, it will magnify when you add on the other problems, the other issues, the other grievances, blah blah blah, and then kaboom, boom, 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 boom. Sit down, be adults, and speak. Forget all this shouting, screaming, da 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 da.
Yeah, we haven't even. I don't know if we've never done that before, have we? Like proper like shouting.
It's impossible.
I think we definitely raise our voice.
It's impossible.
Baby, raise your voice. I've raised my voice.
I never said.
I thought you. No, because you said impossible. I said when raising your voice, you said impossible.
No, I'm saying.
The shouting.
I'd be like, Nissy, you mad?
Yeah, I don't. But you know what? Yeah, God forbid. I hope there's never a moment like that. But
listen,
I don't know what I would even do.
I'd pick you up and I'd escort you to the front of the door. When you're ready to speak properly, then you can knock and say, "Can I come in?"
Annoying. In my own house.
I'll pick you up.
In my own home.
I'll stick you out there until you're ready to speak
you're
properly.
too rude. You're too rude. I don't know. I feel like
same thing with me. If I was to shout, stand up and walk away, and then when I'm ready to address you properly, I'll come and address you properly.
Very true.
Oh, I said sometimes you may not want to hear, or what you say, you sit there and let the person say that. This is calling me.
Excuse me. But anyway, next question. That is, see, this is what we go through. Like, people honestly always look at us and like, oh my gosh, like you guys are so perfect. I'm telling you right now, we are absolutely not. Sometimes I just wanna, but I can't. Obviously,
do it.
I can't. No, God forbid. Why would you say that?
Because you hear me all the time.
Excuse you. Oh my gosh, you're so annoying.
Lucky the feds don't know.
What is your best memory together? I think there's one. Best memory is when we went to Italy. This was right at the beginning of our relationship. We went to Italy in December. So imagine we got together in October. We were already doing up holidays together in December. Don't know who we thought we were. But we went to Italy, to Milan. Early things, you know. And we went to Milan and we literally had barely any money. When I say to you guys, like, we barely had any money. We hired out some rundown, rickety, old...
Was it really run down?
Baby, it was really run down. There was no heating. It was, oh my days.
So
the way it looked, yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Okay, it wasn't run down in terms of...
And this is exaggeration.
Whatever, Ben.
Let me give the thing. So, see the house, the Airbnb that we took, yeah, was like an old... You know them houses that haven't been updated, so it was in need of updating. So there was heating, we just didn't know how to turn it on. So the guy obviously then told us, why didn't you tell me? But we didn't know he was downstairs.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to a point where like we ended up going out into because obviously we stayed a bit out. I say maybe half an hour out of central Milan. It was cheaper.
Cheap, yeah.
So we obviously there was a last train at like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So we ended up missing our last train to get into the city where we were staying. But you know, we got the train and we had to stop off at the city where we would have had to get the last train to go home. We missed it. So essentially we had to then catch an Uber. But an Uber from where we were to the house was about 50 euros. We were running low, guys. And obviously it was like 50 euros and then, okay, cool, once we paid the 50 euros, how much are we gonna have for the rest of the the holiday? And no, to be fair, no, you know what? The money wasn't actually the issue. The issue was that both our phones were low on battery. So we're calculating, okay, cool, if we order Uber, both our phones may die, but then on top of obviously the money as well. Long story short, our phones died. I had a big jacket on, so I was already prepared to sleep outside, and obviously giving Nissy my jacket, and then obviously just sort ourselves out.
Imagine
somehow.
He was prepared to sleep outside. This guy.
And then
that's when I knew he was a real one, though. Yeah,
the Uber ended up coming even though our phones turned off, and we managed to get home, and we warmed ourselves up.
By literally sitting in front of the oven. So imagine we switched the oven on and whatever, and we literally sat in front of the oven. I wish we did. I really wish. Oh, it's true, but I'm sure we charged our phone by that point, no?
No, the whole deal.
I wish. Maybe I did record some stuff because I remember I had started vlogging by then. That trip was honestly the best experience. We laughed so much. I remember that feeling of just pure and utter joy. Like, I think because then as well, it's so early in our relationship. That's when it's all flowers and cupcakes. Like, there's not really much, I guess, Now, don't get me wrong, expectation in the sense that like we're not putting pressure on each other. There's no kind of like, we're just having fun.
It's just fresh, isn't it?
It was just fresh. It was fun. And I remember we laughed so much during that trip. It was actually the best trip that we've ever had together. So I would say that was the best memory. But because of time, we are probably going to do 2 more questions really, really quickly, which I think is quite important. Number 1, what websites or sources did you go to search for flats or houses, the best ones?
Zoopla, Rightmove.
100%. Those 2 were the only ones that we used. And how did we get through Zoopla? On your hand?
No, on the back of my hand. Not,
is it?
Not as Nissy does.
Is it?
Touching phones, everything.
Excuse me, no, I do not do that.
She does.
No, I don't. No, I do not. Okay,
Tell the
Corona
truth, shame the
times.
devil.
I'm telling the very truth. Anyway, is your flat in London because London is so expensive?
No, it's out of London because value for money is great where we are.
I'm telling
we
you.
We are in somewhere in Hampshire.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't say
we're
where we are.
somewhere in Hampshire.
In Hampshire.
And
the name sounds beautiful.
there's so much peace.
Oh, it's
There's
nice
so much
out here.
space.
Yeah.
It's a new build.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's great. London is just too expensive for a 3-bedroom flat.
What's
We've got
my
3 beds.
questions?
I'm just saying, like, we've got 3 bed and it's spacious and whatnot and what. Am I gonna do a home series on the channel? 1000%. I've already kind of started. You saw the empty-ish apartment tour. Then you're gonna be seeing
People
other
are
things.
proper in it, you know.
Yeah,
Whose
people-
name is on the property? Like.
Oh, right, I didn't even see that. Whose name is on the both of our names. Nosy. So nosy.
So the question is, how do you guys deal with hate from others?
If ever experienced
If you've ever experienced it. And they said, obviously,
Love you both. Boomila.
Listen,
what
guys.
What did you just say?
Boomila. Listen.
The way you said it didn't sound like that.
Are you going to banter me?
Listen, I'm bantering you because you always banter me, so give me my moment.
No, accept it. Anyway,
Yeah, no,
keep it
accept
moving. See, when it comes to this hate thing, yeah,
I think
guys,
that's the last question.
I actually laugh so much because how can someone who doesn't know me, you know, someone who isn't doing as well as I am, someone who's not at the level where I am, and this is not me being boastful, this is me, you know, acknowledging my hard work, yeah?
Right.
How can someone who doesn't work as hard as I do, they don't support as many people as I do, they don't have the plans that I have, how can they possibly say anything that's going to get under my skin? It's impossible. With every achievement that you
attain,
you that's all. With everything you do that you attain, people are going to talk. 100%. And with me, I don't have time for people who want to talk.
Yeah.
I don't give them my time of day. I don't even acknowledge them. For me, for every hate or dislike that we get, it makes me smile.
Which we do, by the way. And
it
it's
makes
funny
me
because
smile because I realize that we're doing something great.
Yeah.
Don't acknowledge it. Don't give them the time of day. Bun them.
Don't get it twisted. We are not people that's like, yeah, we made it, we done this, we done that.
Far from.
We are far from. But we are also people who are confident in who we are. We're confident in our work. We're confident in the God that goes ahead of us in everything.
God said that we were made in His image.
Can you imagine?
And the one
Tell them.
nonsense person is gonna come and talk.
I'm telling you.
Who
like,
are
who
you?
are you? Again, it might come across as arrogant, but you need to have that type of attitude where the opinions of other people cannot penetrate what you are doing.
Beat your chest.
Who are you?
No, beat your chest. No, people just listen, guys.
You
listen,
can't,
yeah.
Like, just know.
I don't know if when people are talking and criticizing. Number one, obviously, if it's coming from Nissy or my family or someone who I care about.
Obviously,
okay, cool.
yeah,
I will
it's
take that into
different.
consideration.
Yeah.
When it comes to these nonsense people, my G.
You can sit over there and keep hating. Because the crazy thing is, you think that it's like drinking poison and hoping that it will affect somebody else. You are the only person that's affected clearly by my presence and what I'm doing. So you keep over there, let it keep bothering you and let it keep hurting you while we live and do what we need to do. And again, we say this in the most humble way.
Nothing that we have said is boastful. We've just clearly stated facts. And when I'm saying facts in terms of we're working hard.
Yeah.
We have plans. We're trying to achieve goals. We are achieving some of the goals. We believe in the God that made us in His image. Therefore, say what you want to say. I don't care.
Anyway, my point is that
When I come for Nissy, I'll deal with you.
You know, people could have money, they could have riches, they could have everything, but yet mentally they're not strong, so they crumble. And that's exactly why I even have my Power Class Masterclass, my Power Class program. So we do weekly sessions, and literally the title is helping you, I have to shamelessly plug myself. All the information will be in the description box below. Literally is being, the whole point of it is, and our slogan is, helping you be the best version of yourself, both on and offline. I could teach you how to build your brand online. I could teach you how to build a platform. I could teach you all of those amazing things, how to build a social media platform. But what I believe that we especially need is strong people mentally, spiritually, emotionally, so that even if those things were to get stripped away from you, or even if you do get to a huge amount of success, but people now come with all their hate and negativity, you can deal with that. Why do you think there's so many people committing suicide? Because of the opinions of other people. And God forbid, but that could never be us. I'm just stating facts, because genuinely speaking, our bubble is so strong. Like even when we did the prank, the marriage prank thing, there was a point where then it was like funny, ha ha ha, then it turned. It was like all of a sudden people started being horrible. Like, I don't know if Ben doesn't even pay attention to social media.
Here it is. So
he didn't care. I saw it.
People were talking, how can they do this? They're taking the institution of marriage.
They were saying that we're not Christians. All of this.
Who are you? Who are you? If me and my babes want to have fun, who are you to comment? What have you ever done for me? Huh? When I was in the sticks with you.
I'm so done.
When I was in the gym
with
with
that, all we're saying,
if you come for my Nissy, I will find your VPN.
You heard my babes, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I think that we're gonna need to do a part 2. Because there was so many questions that we left unanswered. Cool, get yourself some life insurance. Link is in the description box below. Hit Ben up, DM him, and he'll sort you out.
Next question.
But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And no, babe, why are you calling upon that negativity?
It's not.
If it comes, it's fine, fuel. But it doesn't need to come.
Yeah, that's just fuel.
Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you guys again in another video. Stay beautiful.
Bam!